Hello. I don't have many of these Breathe Right, what's like off-brand Breathe Right strips, so I'm not willing to take this one off for the video since I already put it on. Anyways, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, so I just have gone through quite a brutal month. And what do I want to say here? I mean, sometimes all you have is prayer. And sometimes you're even too tired to pray. At least I can attest to that. But you can get pushed so far, and you're just one human being. And this world has such a wide array of I don't know what to say here. The forces of entropy and chaos and devastation can be so overwhelming, for any one human life, that you can get really overwhelmed. And and what do I want to say, having gone through a lot of this, and who knows, I hope I almost don't even want to say anything, to being kind of superstitious about what I choose to share here, but I feel kind of peaceful at the moment, which is nice. Reach out to people if you're really struggling. Reach out to Jesus. I did. Many times, many times, many times. You just, stupid as it sounds, you really just do your best. And it's tough if you're really going through a lot and just getting hammered by stuff, by whatever. It's hard because things can pile up, it can get really hard. And when you're physically depleted, there's all kinds of knock-on effects, maybe. I'm not sure the right way to say it. But the stress can lead to not sleeping so well, having rough sleeps, rough dreams. It can affect appetite. It can affect, mood, anxiety, feelings of hopelessness, despair, and you're and all the while you're trying to like keep things going and hold it together and take care of the basics and trying to navigate logistical insanity coming at you. It's like, it's tough, it's a lot, and body breaking down, and I mean, there's so many things that can happen. I feel like I do want to offer some little nuggets here, some little, not advice exactly, but just some reflections, I guess. I mean, one of the big things, and I've said this in this other video recently, is people are idiots. That's not really what I want to say. People just don't understand how to help. Don't understand, aren't capable of it, choose not to. I mean, and it's funny. Well, Book of Job in the Bible. Job, righteous man, upstanding righteous man. I think he's portrayed as like the most righteous in the land. You know, really outstanding man of integrity, man of faith. Somebody for whom it could not easily be said when misfortune strikes, it could not easily be said of him that the misfortune was caused by his misdeeds or his character defect or something. No, he's portrayed as a virtuous person, a virtuous man. And yet, you know, he just gets pummeled. You know, everything about his life destroyed, his family taken from him, his crops, his home, etc., and eventually his health. You know, he just gets absolutely devastated. And yet he refuses to curse God in all of this. His wife comes to him. Well, we don't even need to go there. Yeah, he refuses to curse God. He even says, you know, though you strike me dead, yet still I will not forsake you or curse you or something like that. Now, we are not Job, or I could say this one here is not Job. Not at all. But something interesting in that book, many things actually, but his friends come to him after catastrophe befalls him. And the scriptures say, it's early on, I think maybe in the first couple of chapters, I can't remember, that his friends showed up and said nothing. They just sat with him, I think for 7 days or for a number of days. They just sat with him in silence, recognizing that no words could touch the magnitude of the misfortune he was experiencing, the pain. And that is wisdom. That is so wise, so beautiful, so wise. That somebody who is going through hardship, you know, just that capacity to be there with them, rather than do what most people, what the mind wants us to do, or what most people want to do, which is give advice, fix it, glass half full it, Well, at least this didn't happen, right? Look on the bright side. Or you should have done this, you could have done this. Why didn't you do this? Or here's how you're gonna get out of this. Don't do that. It's dumb. It's dumb. Don't do that. Just be there for somebody. Can you shut up and just be there for somebody? Forgive me for saying that, but yeah, forgive me. Yeah, I mean, no words really necessary often, but you can say, just gentle things. Be gentle with somebody who's struggling, who's suffering, that you care about. You can say, hey, I'm so sorry that this happened. That's awful. That's good. Simple. Something like that is good. It's not really about what you say, it's about being there for them. But if you do feel like you have to do something, the important thing is being there for them. But you could say, hey, I'm here for you, and if there's anything I can do, just let me know. Or is there anything I can do for you? Rather than, hitting them over the head with advice that they don't want. They don't want it. They don't want it. Now, the book of Job, again, it's been a while since I read it. It's been a while since I read it, but the friends then go on after that wise initial solace and companionship, silent witness. They go on to indict Job and advise Job and question Job and all this stuff. So, that's the human nature right there. And later on in the scripture, actually, when God shows up, later on in that book, when God shows up, towards the end of God's impartation, God's conversation, God's communication with Job, he does rebuke the friends, I think. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly what he says, how he says it, but for their foolishness. It's not about the why of suffering. It's not about that. It's not about resolving or fixing. And there does come a place for that. But, it's about caring. Humility, resting. What is it? A pound of cure? An ounce of cure is worth a pound of... No, an ounce of care is worth a pound of cure. I don't know if that's a saying. I think it's more like... Anyways. Forgive me. Or don't. And you will occasionally come across a wise person, wise in the genuine sense of that word, not just with knowledge, but actual wisdom that has the capacity to be there and to be, of benefit when you're struggling. But you likely will not. That may be a kind of complicating or frustrating factor when you're really struggling, is just how ill prepared people are to provide that kind of support. It's just, anyways, I feel like I wish I had a little bit more to say. I mean, this is still all kind of fresh. Anyways, hope you're well. Take care.